Fight Night is finally back in development, but what does this mean for Undisputed in the future? According to Mike Straw, who's a senior editor at Insider Gaming, he said he had multiple sources that have corroborated this story that EA has finally thought about reviving the Fight Night franchise and the development is no longer paused. Now, we could actually find out about this a lot sooner than we think because EA actually has an earnings call on the 29th of October for Q2 2025. We could potentially hear about the dormant franchises that they have that they could potentially make money off of. And we know one thing EA likes to do is make money, copious amounts of money on their franchises. But what does this mean for Undisputed? Undisputed has seen some tremendous amount of success for a boxing game that hasn't been out for about 5 years is what it feels like, but that hasn't been out. But there is no competition right now for Undisputed, so we know they're really gonna have to pick it up, right? They're really gonna have to be undisputed when EA steps up to the ring, right? And is it gonna be a knockout, right? Is it gonna be a TKO? Who knows, man, because EA has been doing this for a lot longer than Undisputed, and they got a lot. If they put out another game like Champion, right, imagine if they just improved it just a little bit, people would still think that that is something that can compete with Undisputed, because let's be real, the punches, honestly, I'm not trying to hate, and Undisputed kind of look a little flimsy. You know what I mean? That's one of the reasons why I didn't really like the beta. Haven't had a full chance to review the game, which I plan on because I have a ton of Fight Night content on this channel, but it's still the scans impeccable, amazing, right? The fact that they can have such high fidelity for a company that is in their first foray into a boxing game, right? Maybe just work on the physics, maybe just work on the knockouts and a little bit of the UI, and adding some mini games to the next game, or however they decide to iterate on this franchise. And it can be a contender, man. It can be a contender against a behemoth like the Fight Night games. If we look at it, you know, EA probably saw those dollar signs. Undisputed, according to VG Insights, sold about 483,000 units. Now, it could be more, it could be less. Maybe people got free copies. Apparently, 500,000 units have been sold since 2023, the first initial release of Undisputed. And they just recently dropped the game for PS5 as Series S and X on the 8th of October. So we have still yet to see the console sales. And seeing as the PC community, 500,000, that's pretty good. I mean, there's a bleed in there for about 8 days on console, but who knows what can happen in a month's time, 2 months' time, and a year, if that, because Undisputed is proven to be a great game for the first attempt. Now, I'm going to do a better review on it whenever I get the chance, but I think Undisputed should continue doing what they're doing. Fight Night is obviously going to be the bigger game because it has a bigger brand behind it, but we need more competitors. We saw what happened with Madden and the Monopoly. They just put out iterations, just updates, roster updates, and we don't want to see that for Fight Night. We don't want to see that for Undisputed. Undisputed has really jumped out the gate and has just hit the ground running because they have so many big names in boxing. So if they could get the physics right, Undisputed might be undisputed. But let me know what y'all think, man. Slap that like button, hit subscribe, because it helps out a lot, man. Have a beautiful day and wonderful night, man. Peace.